What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Easy, back with another video, guys. Now, in today's video, guys, I want to talk about what's good, y'all. It's your boy Easy, back with another video, guys. And in today's video, I want to talk about the highly controversial win that Jey Uso won at the Royal Rumble 2025. The IWC seems to be very upset about this. Go read, all the forum pages, just, just go in there and see. There's a lot of people that's unhappy with the man winning. They're shocked that he won. And I can't lie, I was too when I was watching the Royal Rumble. So I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts on how I feel about it, if I think they made a mistake or if I think, it's the right choice. I'm gonna break it down, guys. So let's just talk about the Royal Rumble, guys. So the Royal Rumble overall was, I liked it, man. It was a really good Royal Rumble. I like how they did like the lucha. Oh fuck. I like how they did the lucha wrestlers like Rey Mysterio and Penta. I like how they kind of did those guys first. You kind of had a nice, exhibition of those guys performing in the ring. That's what's really nice. I like the middle part too. Braun Breaker. He was an absolute beast in the Royal Rumble, man. He was going crazy. And then what really shocked me is the fact that they freaking had speed in this thing, man. Like what? I feel like wrestling is really, here's like, okay, here, all right, listen. I'm finna go on a slight rant. I won't get to our topic, guys. For the people who say that wrestling is lame and that no one cares about it, bro, you have like some of the most popular people that does appearances on this program, bro. Like, people love wrestling, man. Like people love it. Like that whole stigma, like how it's fake, whatever, man. Don't listen. People love wrestling. If you were to watch the first debut of Netflix on Raw, you saw all the guys there, from Travis Scott. I mean, you had who else was there, man? Like, there were so many celebrities there. Like, you would have thought that you was watching like the Grammys or something like that. Maybe not that extreme, but I thought it was funny how he was in there. But man, he got speared. Braun speared the fuck out of him, man. Like, I didn't know he was gonna make it, and then he slammed on the table too. That was crazy. So, and I believe he streamed the whole thing on his YouTube channel, so you go check that out. But he went crazy in there too. I'm a big fan of Sheamus, and he did his thing too. But overall, like I said, man, I like the run was good. And so the people that I want to talk about the final five, whatever. I believe it was John Cena, obviously it was Jey Uso, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Roman Reigns. Oh, and also add one more, Logan Paul. Those were like the six guys that was in there, right? Now, when it comes to those guys, who I thought was going to win personally, I really thought, honestly, that it was going to either be John Cena or CM Punk. I actually really thought that those two guys were going to win the Royal Rumble. So, whenever I seen CM Punk throw out Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, I was like, yeah, I think that's going to happen. I think that they're going to win. I wasn't surprised that Jey Uso was in like the final like five or whatever, because he is like one of the most popular stars in the business right now. So I wasn't surprised to see him as one of the main, like the last five people in the match. But when CM Punk threw both Seth and Roman out, two like threats, like big threats, I'm like, okay, yeah, he got this in the bag. But then when Logan Paul threw out the ring, I was like, oh, okay, interesting. So then you got Logan, John Cena, and Jey Uso that's left in the ring. So I'm like, okay, all right, and I'm still thinking, okay, so no CM Punk. This must be John Cena time to win. Long story short, I think Jey Uso threw Logan Paul out the ring. I forget, honestly. Comment down below if I'm wrong. But the last two is John Cena and Jey Uso. And even at this point, like, I'm still not super surprised that he was one of the last people in. Only because of the fact that it does make sense. He is very, very popular. He is. But what shocked me was when he pushed him out with John Cena out the ring. I'm like, oh crap. He won the Royal Rumble. Fuck, I didn't even see this coming. This was a big shock to me. And the crazy part is, it's like, I don't even know why, because it makes sense. I mean, it really does. Like, I'm not super surprised because he's so fucking popular. I mean, he literally has the crowd in his hands, literally. So, though I'm not surprised, but do I like the decision of them having him win? So here's how I feel about it. The way I feel about Jey Uso winning the Royal Rumble, I kind of feel the same way. Now, hear me out when I say this. I kind of feel the same way when like a Batista won. Now, what I mean by it is, like, when Batista won the Royal Rumble, he was extremely popular, right? Granted, I know they're two different superstars, but I'm taking their popularity in it, though. Like, they were both extremely popular. And, Batista, he kind of had, like, his own type of, like, story of, with the crowd, and just, him with Evolution and all that stuff. He kind of had his own journey, too. Not quite the same as Jey Uso, but he had his own little packaging, whatever. So I kind of feel the same way about Jey Uso because of the fact that, again, he has the crowd on his side. He's very popular. And I do understand, too, that the Royal Rumble is a really big event. And the people who usually win the Royal Rumble are people that the WWE has, like, at immense faith in whoever wins. It's really big. It sets you up as the next star, or like you are a true main eventer. You know what I'm saying? So it just tells me that WWE has faith in Jey Uso, because why would they not? You know what I'm saying? But then you think about, Sheamus and Alberto Del Rio, which I heard some people compare it to that win, but I don't, because Jey Uso was bigger stars than Sheamus and Alberto Del Rio during their time when they won the Royal Rumble. Jey Uso's bigger than them guys. I mean, they are. Even though Jey Uso never had, like, a world title, as far as he's more popular than them guys. It just is. So when he won, I was like, you know what? I'm not mad at him winning, actually. I'm really not mad. I'm not mad at him winning. I'm actually not, because it makes sense. Like, Jey Uso, he's a star, man. I mean, and this right here is a way to submit him. You gotta understand, too, guys, that the John Cenas, the CM Punks, not so much Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, but it's like, a lot of the main superstars that are like the real big stars, they're either close in their 40s or they're already in their 40s. You get what I'm saying? And CM Punk, I think he's like 46 years old. You know what I mean? So it's like, WWE, like, they have to submit, like, the next, like, main star, because we can't keep relying on these few guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, eventually, like, of course, you still got Seth and Roman, but they're in their, like, high 40s. I'm not high 40s, but they're, like, in their high 30s, I believe, So, and again, you have to create new stars. You have to set the future up. You know what I'm saying? You can't rely on these guys too long. So I actually kind of do like the fact that Jey won. I think that people can't take him seriously because they say that he's kind of comes across like a mascot, like plays around, he's different, he talks different, whatever. Some people don't like his matches. Some people don't think he can wrestle that good, which that's crazy because he can wrestle good. Like, come on now. Like, he's a great wrestler. I don't think people just take him seriously as a main event star, but I think that's really has to do with his gimmick, honestly. I think that, again, his gimmick kind of comes across like he's like a crowd mascot. And I think that, when you stand Jey Uso next to like a CM Punk, or even like a Drew McIntyre, or just even a Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is a good example, because Seth Rollins, like, he's a crowd pleaser too. He comes in, with his, outlandish outfits, not saying that in a bad way, but he comes in and he's real over the top, you know what I'm saying? He plays the crowd too. But people take Seth Rollins a bit more serious than a Jey Uso, So it's like, So I kind of get it in a way, but I think that this is a great time to allow like a more, more story building with the man during this time, especially if he feuds with Gunther, because again, I think that Gunther feud will. I know some people don't. So people are speculating he's going to choose Gunther, which I think he should. I know they already had their match on Saturday Night Live, but I think that if they can do the story really well, I think that the Usos Gunther match will be a great. I think it can be great storytelling, even with Cody Rhodes too. I think it can as well. But you got two baby faces fighting each other. I really like the dynamic of a heel and a baby face. I mean, that's just creates the best stories to me personally. I'm not saying that two baby faces can't create great stories as well. And then also too, let's not forget about the Elimination Chamber. So the people who you wanted to win, they could win the Elimination Chamber. Now we don't know who's all going to participate in it yet. We only know two so far, and that's John Cena and CM Punk. So again, I'm actually not upset that Jey won, because again, when Batista won the Royal Rumble, he went for the World Heavyweight Championship, and then someone else went for the WWE Championship. So like I said, I kind of see it like that. So I can see Jey Uso going for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, where did that leave CM Punk and John Cena? Because I think people really wanted CM Punk to win. I think people wanted CM Punk to win the Royal Rumble, or John Cena win the Royal Rumble, or vice versa. But then, if CM Punk wins the Royal Rumble, right, and he goes after Cody Rhodes, then then John Cena will win the Elimination Chamber and go after Gunther. But the rumor is that John Cena is supposed to face Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. So so what I will say is that if Jey Uso does go after the World Heavyweight Championship, then it kind of leaves a spot where, okay, so who could win the Elimination Chamber? Who could win that? Because again, if you guys still think that CM Punk or John Cena will be ones to win, if John Cena doesn't win the Royal Rumble, CM Punk does, there's going to be no world title shot for John Cena. And I know the story is, again, this is his retirement tour. So he wants to win that 18 championship, very bad, So if they don't do it at WrestleMania, when else could they do it? I don't think that John Cena necessarily needs the main event WrestleMania. I mean, he's already submitted. So I don't think he really needs to win the title at WrestleMania. I really don't. He can win the title at like a SummerSlam, especially since the fact that he's going to retire after the end of the year. So I don't see him having like a long reigns as a champion anyways. So, but the rumor is John Cena versus CM Punk, which I'll go dive more into that when that time comes. But, as far as Jey Uso goes, I actually don't mind this actually. We need to have more stars like Gunther. Like, he is... Like, understand that this right here can propel both them guys. Like, Gunther was, a great IC champion, which is why now he's the World Heavyweight Champion, right? So this right here could help both them guys become even bigger stars, that tell a really great story. Like, this is the future, y'all. This is the future. And, the AJ Styles and, those guys aren't going to be here much longer. Yeah, they might got like maybe 4 years, 3-4 years left, right? But I like the fact that they're trying to establish new stars, and that's what they should do. I know some people think that maybe he's more fitting to win Money in the Bank, which you're probably right, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're right. So, but they chose to have him win here. So, but when I think down to it, I'm not that surprised, guys. So I'm actually kind of okay with it, As long as you tell a really great story, I'm kind of okay. I'm okay. I do want CM Punk to main event WrestleMania. I do want him. I definitely do want him, man. I don't know, man. It's tough right now, man. The pressure's pretty high, but that's what I like about wrestling now, man. It's like so many things can go one way. You see it happened last year, WrestleMania. Like, it's crazy, y'all. But that's how I feel about it, guys. Let me know how y'all guys feel about, Jey winning. And I'm going to do a video about the Elimination Chamber, guys. And also, let me know down below if you like these segments, guys. I'm a fan of wrestling. How you feel? And I'm going to see you guys next video, guys.